Hello viewers, welcome to Nagaland TV. This is Gargi Rekha and you are watching the top stories of the hour. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh is currently in Leh for a 3-day visit to Ladakh, where today he inaugurated 63 infrastructure projects constructed by the Border Roads Organisation from Ladakh. The minister is also scheduled to attend a program organised by the local administration in Leh between 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. and will later interact with army troops in Leh at 7 p.m. on Sunday. On Sunday, Singh met elected representatives of Ladakh Autonomous Hill Development Council, Kargil, and was also briefed about the security situation along the line of actual control with China in eastern Ladakh by the senior officials of Army Northern Command. Former Chief Minister of Tripura, Manik Sarkar, has raised concerns that the present Chief Minister, Biplab Kumar Dev, and Governor Ramesh Bais, despite repeatedly commitment to stop attacks on opposition parties, have failed to tame the goons belonging to the ruling party from launching attacks. The former CM alleged that attacks on opposition parties are carried out with the support of the police. The CPI-M leader stated that the indifferent attitude of the CM has compelled the opposition party to seek the Prime Minister and President's intervention. The CM made a statement in the State Assembly on March 3rd, assuring to stop attacks on opposition parties. However, there have been some 200 cases of attacks on workers, houses, shops and opposition party offices till date. There have been more than 70 attacks since the meeting between the CPM Secretariat body and Governor took place. The opposition leader further stated that mob lynching and police custodial deaths have been on the rise since the BJP took over the state. A special police officer, SPO, and his wife, along with their daughter, were killed in Jammu and Kashmir's Pulwama district on Sunday after terrorists entered their home and sprayed them with bullets. Their daughter was also injured in the incident and later died to severe injuries. The officer, identified as Fayaz Ahmed, was a resident of Hariparegam in Awantipura, as per reports. The terrorists forced their entry into their home around 11 p.m. on Sunday night and started firing indiscriminately at the family. They were rushed to the hospital where the SPO and his wife, Raja Begum, died from their injuries. Later, their daughter, Rafia, who was undergoing treatment, also succumbed to her injuries. Meanwhile, security forces have cordoned off the area and launched a search operation to track down the terrorists.
आवाज़ सुनी तकरीबन 10:30 बजे रात को, तो फायरिंग की आवाज़ सुनने के बाद तकरीबन आधे घंटे के बाद मालूम हुआ कि ऐसे हुआ है कि इस घर में फायरिंग हुई है। और जब हम सुबह आए तो हमने फायरिंग की आवाज़ सुनी तकरीबन 10:30 बजे रात को, तो फायरिंग की आवाज़ सुनने के बाद तकरीबन आधे घंटे के बाद मालूम हुआ कि ऐसे हुआ है कि इस घर में फायरिंग हुई है। और जब हम सुबह आए तो हमने यहाँ पर देखा कि 3 बंदों की मौत हो चुकी थी, एक बीवी, एक फयाज अहमद और उसकी बेटी। तो ये फैमिली इसी के साथ ख़त्म हो चुकी है, इनका अब कोई सहारा नहीं है। लिहाजा इस फैमिली में कोई भी इनका अर्न करने वाला नहीं है, जिसकी वजह से ये फैमिली काफ़ी मुश्किलात में अब आ चुकी है। तो इसके बाद हम और क्या कह सकते हैं, लेकिन हमें पता नहीं है कौन था, क्या प्रॉब्लम थी, ये तो किसी को मालूम नहीं है। लेकिन हमने सिर्फ फायरिंग की आवाज़ सुनी और आवाज़ सुनकर हम लोग जाए मौके पर पहुँचे। यहाँ पर बहुत सारे लोग थे, उन्होंने इनको उठाया वगैरह, अब दफन हमने कर लिया, यही हम कर सकते थे और क्या।
तो अब मैंने सुबह सवेरे सुना है कि कल शाम को शायद 10 साढ़े 10 का टाइम होगा करीबी, सुना है कि ऐसा हुआ है कि किसी ने आकर इसको मार दिया है, इसके बाप को। जो बचा है इस फैमिली में से एक लड़का है उनका, और उसका एक छोटा सा बच्चा है, और इसकी बीवी है जो इस ख़ानदान में बची है अब। तो कल शाम को उसका फादर, उसकी मदर और उसकी बहन, उसको मार दिया गया था। अब इनकी फैमिली में एक बच्चा है उनका, एक लड़का और उसकी छोटी बच्ची और इसकी वाइफ।
Tamil Nadu government has extended lockdown till 5th July with some relaxations in place. Malls, gyms and places of worship are to be allowed to reopen with 50% capacity. Inter-district bus services have also been resumed in the process. The state government on Sunday has also allowed to reopen textile and jewelry showrooms as part of the relaxation in lockdown norms from 20th June. Even then, only 22 districts of Tamil Nadu have been provided with relaxations as part of the easing down of lockdown amid the receding second wave of COVID-19.
अराउंड 50 डेज के बाद अभी लॉकडाउन धीरे धीरे खुल रहा है। अभी बस का थोड़ा थोड़ा स्टार्ट हो रहा है। जैसे गवर्नमेंट अनाउंस किया था, जैसे रिलैक्सेशन जैसे अनाउंस किया था, उसके हिसाब से चल रहा है। पूरा रिलीज करने से ठीक रहेगा, क्योंकि सब लोग लॉकडाउन पे फंस गया। बहुत सारा यहाँ से बाहर गया, नॉर्थ से साउथ आया, सब लोग ट्रांसपोर्टेशन नहीं मिल रहा सोच के उसको फंस गया। उन लोग साथ चांसेस मिल गया तो ठीक रहेगा।
Yes, yeah. So we are actually very glad that the temples are open now. So as devotees, we are able to pray in the temple after a long time. Especially Murugan is one of our favorite family deity and temple deity. So even though it was a very short visit, temple arrangements are very clean and nice. So we are able to peacefully go have a nice darshan, and we pray that all the pandemic is over soon so that we can act more often with a much bigger event.
Moving ahead, India saw a new vaccine record as it surpassed the United States in total number of doses administered so far. While India has so far given 32.36 crore doses, the US has given 32.33 crore doses. This comes amid a dip in fresh cases of COVID. Nearly 5.6% of the adults in India have so far been vaccinated with both doses. However, in the United States, over 40% of the country's population has received both the doses. Meanwhile, India registered 46,148 fresh COVID cases in the last 24 hours and 979 deaths, taking the overall cases to 3,2,79,331 and the total number of deaths to 3.96 lakh. That is all for now. Keep watching Nagaland TV.